Hey, so listen up, y'all. So I had a conversation, and I was talking with UK, uh, some UK blacks, right? And we trying to have a conversation on that. Of I guess they want to talk to it. UK blacks are very fascinated with racism in America. They're very fascinated with that. Though they don't say nothing about their issues, they keep throwing it over to America, America, America. Like, and I'm like, okay, dude, y'all need to handle y'all problems and we handle ours. And that's a fact. Like, that's something. Like, listen, man, I don't try to tell no man how to run their streets, their area, their circle. What's going on overall 99 Media? And I put up that picture because I am somebody who has walked amongst people that are look like me, that sound like me, that have talking points that I understand. And this is why when people say, well, B.M.T, I see with this group or I see with that group, because I understand the transitioning when I was at a certain point in my life, I was out there. I was wild and reckless. I was running around getting into foolishness. As I got older and more mature, I slowed down. What's going on? What's going on in Business Talk with K? Shout out to Business Talk with K. This man steadily makes solutions. Heck, he was talking about the solution how to get the bus. And shout out to Overall 99 Media, Zell. It is what it is. Him and Ruby, they have realistic conversations. Like the people that I sit with, we have had transitional times in our life of things that we have done, from working 9 to 5s to dealing with family members to dealing with politics and policy. And as I was talking with them, I was getting the runaround of hearing about, oh man, BMT, you're working alongside with the police. Well, isn't that what black activists said that they wanted to do? No, y'all need to go separate. And I'm like, okay, man, like I get tired of hearing other people that are not within that of our space, that are not helping out with financial or family, or helping out with any kind of brick or mortar building towards that of what's going on with blacks or any type of minority or any type of thing in that of America or the Western sphere. Granted, we have other things that go on, but we have in-house issues that we need to address. Now, the problem I had, that I got frustrated, but I'm like, yo, dude, like I told him, I said, yo, like, I've done security out here in my community. And sometimes you're going to be forced to have to draw to protect the life against the life. Nah, man, I don't agree with that. And I'm like, see, this is how I know I can tell those who are actually walked a certain path of a bill, because you have it where if you're not willing to fight for or die for what you believe in, then, bruh, I don't know why we're talking like that. I really don't know why. I don't understand this soft hand approach. I respect the man that's willing to go out there, sweat, blood, and tears, whether he's hustling or punching the clock or the salary man, and they're working the dog and provide a certain means of life for themselves. I'm not going to jock against that. What's going on? What's going on, Keys? Like, you're hearing these people say these things, right? But they'll never at no point ever step out there and deal with these people. See, the only time politicians come around us blacks or us minorities is when it's time to vote or they need some type of money or policy push. But see, you'll hear these people spread this jargon from a pulpit or from a YouTube hindsight, or from some behind some microphone. They'll tell people what they should do or how they should maneuver. But when you ask them, so what time did you put in? They get deaf on deaf ears. So when I asked, I said, okay, so what kind of policies are you out there pushing for our men and women and children? Well, brother, let's talk about that. No, dude. See, when you start actually pushing at them, the questions, they start getting shook. They start getting queasy, start getting weak. But I can tell you right now, all this YouTube talk jargon, it means nothing if it ain't getting put into action. What's up, Mo? I respect the man that goes out there and walks the beat of the street and actually puts in time. I respect the woman who's out there handing out backpacks and doing X, Y, and Z for that of her own people. And yes, there are white people in our community. There are all types of people in the community now, dude. I don't know why. See, that's how I know people who are actually out there versus people who never will step out there with us. You got the pros and you got the coons. You got the people that any type of grifting relevance, they will stop doing what they're doing. I don't, like I said, man, if I take some of these people and drop them off at a hotel with the GD, with the streetwalker, with the minister, some of y'all, I really believe y'all would be shook. Y'all not about that life. Y'all don't care. We're trying to fix masculinity. Okay, then go out there, be the most masculine that you can be, and go out there and start putting in time. Nah, man, that ain't my problem. But yet you want respect in your own communities. You want respect in your own environment, but yet you're scared to walk in your environment. See, I can't respect a man like that. I never can respect a man or a woman that will talk about their own environment, but never step a day in that environment. And see, this is why a lot of youngins, as I call them, the young people, this is why they don't respect you. You always talking about them, but yet you'll never walk amongst them. You'll never be there when they're trying to get a job. You'll never try to open up a kind of gateway. Well, I had it hard, so guess what? Y'all need to have hard. Well, guess what? You know they're going to say, well, fuck you, old nigga. When I get it, you can kiss my ass. Oh, man, they don't show no respect to us. Why should they? You don't got no love for them. Like, listen, bro, I've done seen how a lot of people in these spaces move, bro. That's why I side a lot of people. A lot of people be trying to say, man, B.M.T, I can't figure out. Nah, it's not that you can't figure me out. I don't want to be around you when you try. I don't be around y'all type of bullshit, bro. I don't be around y'all shit no more like that. I brought them a whole actual gangster disciple enforcer. B.M.T, that's a white boy. Nigga, you don't think these gangs aren't interracially intertwined? You out of your fucking mind. Y'all worry about trying to have a certain type of image on YouTube when different fallacies of policies have already been placed out there for y'all to make y'all think that, oh, well, it goes this way or it goes down like that. Y'all don't mind getting online talking about, well, Keats is going out there with Brad. Well, I'd rather deal with anything but a black woman. So all of a sudden, I bring to you what you've been talking about in an actual raw environment, and you can't handle it. Now you getting shook. Well, B.M.T, you should have checked him. Check him, nigga. Come out here in the real world and see if you're going to be checking people on the street. Bro, they'll split your skull. That's the problem with some soft touch pansy blacks, whites, Latinos, Asians. A lot of these races are soft. See, I'm not afraid to walk out there. I'm not afraid to walk out there amongst a bunch of ladies and say, hey, y'all girls, what are y'all doing? What y'all up to? Oh, yeah, we out here trying to get this job. Oh, word? Oh, where we all trying to work at? Hey, we out here trying to get a job working at Mercedes. Damn, okay. I know a lot of dudes out there doing construction. I know a lot of brothers out there who ain't afraid to go drive a school bus. I find it funny. You got a lot of people doing billing and coding, but see, you'll always have these people always want to talk down on that of what's happening right now. You got a lot of people always doing this preachy talk, but see, they're not out there actually moving like that. Stay your scary ass inside of your house and watch. But don't ask for no damn respect. Don't say, well, I'll wet you up. Listen, bro. Everybody's a general, a leader on YouTube. Everybody got a back origin story, but I can promise you, you're just not built like that, man. See, I can show y'all the environments I can go to. I can go to a tent city, and then I can go walk in a church, and then I can go walk inside of a political building. I've had my transitions in life. Did you? I don't like foolishness. I don't. And I can tell you right now, there are men and women out here. There are men and there are men. You don't have to demand respect if you are. No, and that's the thing about it, Jared. I don't like when I went out there, mind you, I went out there around a white gangster disciple. Had his whole rank and everything. B.M.T, why didn't you say anything to him? I'm like, dude, he's standing around a bunch of black men. You don't think he don't say the N-word around them? So what are you gonna tell their camaraderie? Well, B.M.T, you should have said something. Bro, they're in their neighborhood around their people and their kids. And I'm supposed to walk amongst them and tell him what to say, but I can promise you I'm not gonna be here overnight. Are you going inside of a Jamaican community and telling them how they need to control themselves? Are you walking around the Haitians like that? I dare you to go up inside of a Dominican suburban group and tell them women, hey, y'all need to start dressing this type of way. Bruh, this is the problem. You're not from their diaspora of their way of life. You're not putting those people on. If you're not somebody out there giving them the resources, if you're not somebody out there teaching and building their society or their children, nigga, you don't got no power, bitch. They respect those who are giving them wins. This YouTube shit, to me, is goofy. It's very goofy. See, the man said, nah, bro, I don't got no, listen, bro, I got respect for this man. He's an activist. Listen, I'm not no rah, rah, rah type of person. What's up, Bronze? I'm not no rah, rah type of person. But I can tell you right now, what you gonna tell a white Latino that grows up around a bunch of blacks? You gonna start policing him? Listen, bro, that would get you dropped real quick. Huh? Y'all don't get, like I said, bro, if you don't understand the melting pot of how some of these things are going down, you stay out of it, bro. Some of y'all just stuck to that TV. Some of y'all just stuck to watching them TV cop shows and stuff. You're never gonna actually go out there to those bars where there's a black girl wearing a cowgirl outfit, doggone doing the coyote ugly dance with her goddamn white all-American boyfriend. You're not gonna say shit to her. Hey, you need to act like a sister. Excuse me? Jared, who's this guy? I don't know, but he definitely need to get up out of here. This is St. Patrick's Day, buddy. See, I've actually walked a good life. I've seen intricacies of how things go. Everybody want to all of a sudden do this policing. What do you tell a man that's inside of a house, a stepfather, a white man that's inside of a house with a black woman and black kids? Do you tell him to get out that house? Hey, you're not a father to those kids. Where's the black daddy at? Well, I'm the daddy. Now what? And these my motherfucking kids. You best push out of here, I'll blow your brain out. How do I know? But I done seen that. Because I done been out there when they did the census. And I done seen a white man in a house with a whole black family. I mean, a pasty white boy. But I bet you won't tell him to get out that house. I done seen a black man on a political campaign. And you thought he was a whole goddamn white man. Now, see, I don't go around. Hang on. See, I don't go around trying to tell these young people how they need to move. I don't go around doing that. I'm done doing that. I done evolved. I'm not gonna go around telling these young people how to move. If you ain't gonna try to create some money, some jobs, some solutions, these young people don't want to hear what you got to say. And that's to any of you old folks. They listen. You're not gonna tell them what they can and can't do and how they got to operate and move. That'll be a quick way to get you up out of here. This is why they're doing their own stuff. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. I'm just trying to be real with y'all. I got people worried about how I talk, how I look, how I move. But see, the thing about it is, I'm open. But I'm open. I'm realistic about my way of life. I just am. I told him, I said, listen, I'll take you to an area where there's gang members at. Oh, B.M.T. I bet you won't bring your. I bring my hammer. He got his hammer, but we ain't on that. We on here having a conversation about things that we got, either over policing or we have things going on, things that we need. He said, yeah, man, we don't play around like that. You got young brothers out here saying, yo, I want to go to school, but guess what? I ain't got the money because I gotta hold down my family. Daddy walked out on us. What are you gonna tell him? Hmm? You gonna give him a job? You gonna give him an opportunity? Oh, that sounds like that. That's that communitar stuff, right? What about a girl? Y'all say, well, watch the way you dress. You dressed out here like a hoe or a whore. I can promise you, if she got some type of men around her, you ain't gonna come around here and touch her like that. That could end you. That could end you. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry about that. I gotta drop off. I gotta drop off something for my people. They're working inside a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. I put in a good word. Put in a good word. A few of my little homies. Guess what? I'd rather them not be out here on the streets. Guess what? I'd rather them be at working out here making money. That's what they doing. That's my credibility. I'm now in a position like certain dudes before me that can put brothers and men and women onto a job so that way they don't have to always grab the hammer. They don't have to go out there lay on their back. They don't have to go do no type of fugazi shit. I'm in that blessed position. I don't go, and that's not something that I take lightly, but I know I'm blessed where I can actually help people out with it. I'm just blessed. And the thing about it is, you got a lot of people trying to tell people, well, what they should do, or you know what I'm saying, we need to make a system that's separate from the white man. I'm like, dude, get out of here, man. Like, y'all sound crazy right now. You sound crazy. Everybody on this continent is connected now. Everybody in this place is connected. You know, you're gonna hear people. You're gonna hear people talk like that a lot. You're gonna hear people talk like that a lot, bro. Okay, can you hear me now? There you go. Thank you. Sorry about that. It's just on mute by accident. Sorry about that. Like, um, so what was I saying? Like, on everything, like, listen. Okay, can you hear me now? Like, listen, bro. Like, I listen. I don't know about some people, but I don't know how to tell you. But I like this convinced Olympics of people. Um, this convinced Olympics of saying you try like people talking all this good pro black. Let me start with the pro black. Listen, if you pro black but you afraid to actually go do actual service amongst your own people, like you scary like that, and you're talking from an elitist position, right? And what I mean by that, I mean like, listen, I have my angst of I don't fuck with niggas. And when I mean I don't fuck with niggas, I don't fuck with people that are doing like horrific stuff in my community, touching children, shooting or harming people that are minding their business. Listen, like I get it. Like people gonna say, well, what about those criminals out there in the street? Like, yeah, good luck stopping that, bro. Like, good luck stopping that. Like I done already had it where I've already done did my societal policing, bro. I've already done worked at like black businesses or establishments, you know, like like clubs and all that stuff. I done worked at plazas. I done helped out at drives and stuff. Listen, bro, I done put in my blood, sweat, and tears since I was a youngin into my society. I was raised by men and women that actually had me out there doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about just black men. I also had other groups of men that were showing me like, hey, like if you really want respect to the people, you got to be somebody that actually the people see actually doing the work. I thought that was the whole point of being a man, was somebody that actually is putting forth a forward foot into doing things for his society. But sadly, what went on to happen, what went on to happen is you started getting people that they really never going to actually do no work. They're never going to do no type of work and that are your in that for your people. I asked them, I said, hey, are you going to help the kids when it comes to school? Well, okay then. Are you going to do anything for the? Are you going to do anything for that of the people that like the elderly? You know, you're going to help them out with their geriatric care? Nope. They don't see the years of work that go into being a pro. They just see the money and success. Oh, see that hits deep, James. And I mean, if it's about the dollar, then hey, man, then just say you just want the money. You're not about actually the process. You're not actually about the process of accountability. If you just about the bread, then just say you about the bread. I respect. Listen, bro. If you're saying you about the money, just say you about the money. Just say you about the money. I won't take no type of slight to that. I won't take no type of slight to that. Hang on. Let me see. Do I have my card? You know, but if you ain't, you know, that's a different thing. Oh, shoot. I think I left my card. Okay. So, and that's something that you got to just be realistic about. You know, money, power, money, power, and respect is earned, not given. Well, see, that's the thing about it. You got other groups that are going around and doing their own thing. If you're not gonna be about that certain type of grade, like I've been there. I went down there to case in point. I've been out there towards the women's house for healing, right? Where women go out there and they doggone they're escaping homelessness or certain type of sexual abuse, or they just need a place to rest their head. Now, some people say, well, why don't they stay with family? Well, if it was that easy, they probably would be there family. But if you got it where certain things happen, and then guess situations happen. Same thing for, I know I've seen a lot of black men. There's not a lot of places for them to sleep or where they can go get food or get proper care. You think people care? Nope. 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 Kev, if there's somebody trying to go around, I know there's somebody trying to go around with my account to go get money. That's not me. That's not me. Y'all know me. B.M.T. I don't be asking for. I don't ask for money. I don't. Um, like I said, man, with the way how it's going right now with the political election, you're going to start seeing there's going to be the have and have nots. Those who can and those who can do, and those who are afraid to do. They're going to have some. Well, we need to do this. No, 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 no. How about you start out with you doing it? Start out with you. Start out with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like understand this, man. I'm all for like building. I'm all for the build. And when I mean build, I mean physically building. I'm all for accountability. I done been out there cold, rain, icy cold rain nights in my gear, making sure that brothers, when they get out at work, that ain't nobody jacked them for their money at the gas station. I put in that time. I know what it's like to go talk to a guy and say, listen, bro, I know this man just got out and I know he has a felon, but he badly needs a job. Some actually respect that and they actually work hard to put a foot forward. Some of them they actually take it for granted and they fall right back into doing the foolishness. This facade that people have, you know what I'm saying? I like I said, I heard people talk about, the Jordan Neely situation, and I said that's crazy because do you know how many blacks have mental health issues? Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about mental health issues. I mean, my shout out to Classic Ruby, shout out to D Darrell, shout out to Topaz. We got three people in the mental health profession. Do y'all sit down with them and talk about mental health issues? Do y'all sit down with them three? D Darrell, Classic Ruby, Topaz. Y'all don't sit down with them. You know people like talking with them about a bunch of bullshit. Shout out to my homeboy Clever Kev. Clever Kev is in the medical field. I've seen more people badger him about doggone foolishness rather than talking to him about actual medical things that are actually going on with that of blacks. Y'all saying he's supposed to kiss your ass. I don't see not a damn soul telling him. And you know what's so crazy about that, Kev? You know what's so crazy about that? Right? I told them this. I said, yo, y'all do know blacks are not just only in America and Africa, right? Y'all know y'all got blacks in Asia. Well, they're not black, they're Asian. I said, so what do you call a Samoan? What do y'all call Dwayne Johnson? Y'all do know Dwayne Johnson is y'all call him black, right? But Dwayne Johnson is proud of his Samoan heritage. What do y'all call Hawaiians? Oh, they're just Asians. You see, people like to pick and choose at a certain relevance what you're supposed to be. So if that's the case, then guess what? Then what is your definition of community? Because community is not the same for all of us. Community is not the same for all of us. You'll have it where some people say, man, don't fuck with them niggas over there. Well, other people say, nah, bro, like, nah, those are, I fucks with them. You got some people who they don't mind dealing with the urban community, while other people, in respect to that of George Macon, George Macon is a very articulate fella. You know? Ooh, communism community. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. See, they want to have control of what the next man to the right or left of them do. I feel that, hey, that because you're doing X, Y, and Z, that you should yield that kind of power over to me, but you don't want to put in any type of work towards that of our progression. If we're working towards that of getting food, if we're working towards that of doggone medical, are you helping us out? What about that of the courts and how they treat our people? Family court, certain legislation. Right. That's that boring shit. Who's this person right here? I don't know who that is. Brown Hillary Banks. I don't know who that is. See, you got it now. You got it going on now. Whereas to people, they want resources. Young people, they want access to resources. And if you're not going to help get them resources, if you're not going to help advocate for them to have a better way of life, if you're not going to try to help put them on, and what I mean by put them on, I don't mean just give it to them, but help them along their way, then why would they want to fuck with you? Why would anybody in their right mind want to fuck with you? Like it's a lot of dictatorship, but you're just fucking people over like a dick. You're not actually trying to help them. You're not trying to help them conquer the issues of wrongs that are being done. You're not actually trying to help them get better access to food, a way of life, housing, utilities that are rising up the roof. You're not trying to help them with that. Yeah, no, exactly, James. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've had these conversations on different panels. Community needs their basic needs, their basic necessities fulfilled: food, water, shelter, internet, and job opportunities. But see, when you start talking about that to certain people, they'll be like, "Man, shut up, man. I don't get what you're talking about. It sounds like a whole bunch of bitching." Cool. Okay, so you'll say that sounds like a whole bunch of bitching. Okay, that's fair enough to say. That is fair enough. You're saying that's not going to happen, right? And that's fair enough for you to say, Hillary, right? You're saying that's not going to happen. But if the young people if the young people start finding and making a way, and one group does not help them, can you get mad that if they find or make a way and you start trying to tell them, like, hey, bro, like, y'all are doing this or y'all ain't doing that, or that y'all out of pocket, and they say, well, hold up, bro, pump your brakes. You didn't do nothing to put in on what we're doing. You didn't help us. You didn't support us. You didn't go out there and lobby with us. So why should I give a fuck on what you got to say? You did a whole lot of this, but you didn't do none of this. You didn't put in none of that. You wasn't out there, and you wasn't out there in the gym. Well, we made a way. Let's stop that lie. It was no we. Hmm? He bought up a new he bought up a new blocks in New York City for his family, his new restaurant, and his employees. Mr. Beast from YouTube. Mr. Beast did. I don't know who Mr. Beast is. Could you? I would have to go see his channel. What's his channel, Mr. Beast? I'm glad he did that. That's fine that he did that. I've been doing stuff like that. That's nothing new. What is the, and I'm not going to scoff at that because that's not no easy feat to do. I mean, I've been did something like that, Hillary. Yeah, exactly. Good for Mr. Beast. That's really cool. Let him come back to us after 7 years, and then we'll see how he do. I mean, we respect that, but we'll see how long he keeps it up for 7 years. Actually, we'll say 10 years. Honestly, come back. You know, let's see if he makes it through 3 years. Did he? Now I understand, and I respect if he went after some dilapidated areas. We already understand certain parts of North Carolina, depending on where you're at, Yeah, it's pretty cost effective. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. I believe he's in California, if I'm correct. That's not unheard of for people in another area to go do that. Where did he go buy those blocks? Did he go buy them in a black area, in a Latin area? Did he go buy them in a white area? Where did he go buy them at? Oh, see, that's a good idea. See, that's the thing about it, James. And actually, that's the thing that I see a lot of hotels do that, where they'll take people who work at the hotels or living at the hotels, and they'll put them to work in the hotel. Okay, you know, but I ain't gonna stick to it too long. You know, let me get. I tried to. I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back to the crib. I was gonna try to. I was gonna try to. And if y'all trying to act like, oh, well, B.M.T. No, 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 no. I have a contract with Mercedes. They supply us some pretty damn good vans. But I do a lot of things. James will tell you that. I do a lot of things. Uh, he's saving his employees money that they can um, then spend on their their things. He's offering cheaper accommodation. I get it. Happens all over the world. Yeah, no, that's not unheard of. Create infrastructure. There you go. That's the thank you overall, and that's why I respect that. But overall has done the political gauntlet. When we talk about, listen, man, are you creating a certain type of infrastructure? Like I'm talking about stuff like, yo, like I'm trying to get like like people jobs that have benefits like healthcare, that have healthcare, that have good wages, have insurance. A lot of people these days don't have insurance. They don't have it. So because they don't have it, guess what happens? They can't get the stuff that they want. They can't get it. So it gets frustrating. I don't know, like maybe you know what? Maybe later on, Zell, me and you need to beat at this, bro. You know, like maybe we need to beat at this. Well, see, the thing about it, James, certain people they can't even afford insurance. Exactly. We all know James got that damn liquor brewery under his goddamn thing. We don't know how his liver's still going. We don't know how his liver still works. He got a whole goddamn brewery under his goddamn basement in China. And that's interesting because James lives in China around a brewery with an Asian wife and whole family. Mm. I'm trying to let y'all boys know, man. Like, trying to let y'all know, like, hey, it's not as easy as people try to slick at it and try to make it seem like, oh yeah, like all you got to do is this, or you can just do that. James Doe, he's right here, man. He's in our chat. He's right here. Me and James done met long time ago. We don't. Well, we haven't met, but he's been in my spaces. He's been going walking. He's been going to different panels, having conversation, all of that. James ain't shy to have the conversation. And they'll say, why is it that James, a white man, cares so much? But I'm like, wait a second, but James, he's done been inside of the black community. He's done been called white trash. He's done had all that stuff. He done gone overseas and abroad. He's done been over there to the UK. Man, my business be draining my pocket, but don't let them lie to you about how easy it is to start a business. That's a 24/7 money drainer, but I love it. And see, that's the thing about it. Like, and shout out to Overall, bro. Overall's a brother who actually ran the political gauntlet, in his area as a young brother, and I respect him for it. He's talked about that. He's talked with other black men about, hey, why is it important to understand that of your political agency? He's done that. I like sitting down with men and women who are movers and shakers in the tree. I like doing that. I like being with people who are responsible. I like sitting down with people who want to see change. Shout out to Sheila E. Sheila E talks about it. You got Sheila E. You got who else? Shout out to the Blur Cartel, Con Man, Straw Hat Juicy on Tapping No Capping. You had the brothers from what's their name? You had Tapping No Capping, Hollywood Sensei from Culture Watch. You've had Con Man. You had Monray. You had Afro Sensei. You had you got a lot of different men and women that have talked about it, that are young, that actually have talked about it on doggone panels. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, I work with a lot of young people that actually put forth a foot effort in seeing that of the improvement of their society, whether people want to help out or not. Whether people want to help out or not. That's a fort. That's gonna be the making or the breaking. There you go. That's the Discord. You want to go talk to people about some type of political change? Go in there and talk with them. Go in there and ask them blacks, hey, ask them young black individuals, hey man, like, hey, what kind of things do y'all want to see for y'all people? They'll tell you. They'll tell you. They're not scared. They're not shy. Those are men and women that work. They have kids. They have family. They have elderly. You had a young brother. I forgot his name. He comes on Tapping No Cap. He talks about anime. I forgot the black skin brother. We got into it 1 or 2 times, but he's cool and I respect him because he said, like, listen, he's like, I'm the sole breadwinner of my family. I take care of the elderly in my family. I take care of the other ones. Like, he said, I've had to be a man since I was 15. That's a lot of black men that have been through that. There's a lot of black men that have to step up in that kind of role. With all they known is, yo, I got to hold down the house. I got to work 1 to 2 jobs. I don't get no breaks. A lot of people will talk about those type of dudes like, oh man, you a simp, you lame, you dumb, you being used. Listen, bro, You ain't that man. You ain't his fight, man. Oh, okay. So you already knew who I'm talking about. AI. Yes. Shit. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's why I gotta keep. That's why I keep Zell around me, bro. And I respect that brother for what he does, bro. I listen, bro. I got the utmost respect for what he do. That man takes care of his household. Some brothers, a lot of black men have put aside their livelihood, and women have put aside living their life for their family. A lot of them have done that. I can't find. I can't find it, bro. A lot of them have done it. They don't have a life. They don't. They don't. They've done given all their blood, sweat, and tears towards raising their brothers or sisters or nieces or nephews. They done put in time and effort, and people will say, "Well, fuck the community." Well, guess what, dude? That's them. That you're telling fuck them, but then you want their tax dollars, you want their money, you want their support. You'll say, "Well, guess what? We need to get off all them pookies." Well, guess what? You're calling him a pookie, but yet because of the way he dressed, or maybe probably because of his background. And see, I don't try to do that absolute thinking point, because I know guys that literally, yeah, they look rough around the corner, but they're actually really good men. They walk their cousins or other people to the bus stops. I know real good dudes that, hey man, they make sure that their mama's rent is paid. I know real good men that even though that they I know real good men that even though they ain't shit, their daughter the daughter will still look out for their daddy. You can't tell them shit about their daddy. I remember I told that to a girl. I said, listen, bro. I said, blah, blah, blah about her father. She was like, hey, be it that it may be true, guess what? That's my daddy. I love that, man. I thought she was crazy. She was like, nah, that's my daddy. I don't like what he did. There's some men that out there that, nah, bro. They're not gonna respect you because of your walkout. Some men, they have a validation of, I don't get down with that type of androgynous behavior. And I don't have no smoke for them. Shout out to brother M.O.T. M.O.T. talks about, hey, bro, listen, you want to be part of the solution? Leave them alone. I got no problem with M.O.T. doing that. I don't mess around with those who are out there doing chaos, who doing bullshit, who out there making babies and not being accountable. We call them out. But you got these people going around saying we all. Hey, bro, if y'all living in a like, if you want to live in a if you want to live in a comic book world, that's fine, bro. You got it. You got it. I'm not going to tell you how to do that, but I'm going to also tell you, like, listen, bro, if you're not part of a solution for those type of people, fall back. People say, man, B.M.T, you all over the place. Man, listen, bro. If you don't get what the fuck I'm saying, bro, my message ain't for you. My message ain't for you. I don't know why niggas always think when they come in my chat that every message that I speak is for you. It's not for you. You might be from a different area, and you know it's crazy. Like, I've had time with me and James have sat down, and we having a whole conversation. Remember that, James? Nobody know what the hell me and James are talking about on the panel, but they feel that, hey, well, what are y'all talking about? Y'all just talk about any old thing. No. You are just not privy to the conversation that we're having. And if you don't get it, or you're not part of that type of conversational life, fuck off. It's the problem with a lot of y'all. You know damn well you're not in on the put in of the conversation. You're not putting in anything. You're not adding no solution. You're not putting in any accountability of brick and mortar. You're not talking about doing anything with us. But then you want to be part of it just to have some type of input. You can say what you feel, but that don't mean we gotta fuck with you. Right. And I done seen that plenty of times. People like, man, B.M.T, I don't know what you're talking about. Motherfucker, you're not part of the conversation. That's why you don't know what we're talking about. You're not from that part of streak of life. That's not part of your programming. Fuck off. B.M.T's over there talking with them brothers over there. Why he talking to them? Nigga, if you don't know what they're talking about, then push. Push, nigga. Man, I don't know what you southern niggas are talking about. Guess what, nigga? But you're not part of the conversation. Why the fuck you think you special? I get tired of that. All these people think they got some kind of inclusion pass into every conversation. Sometimes just shut the fuck up and just sit back and listen. I could do a whole business conversation about business in the South. I've done it. Niggas don't even know what I'm talking about. Then they'll start trying to tell me something else, and I'm like, dude, what does that have to do with that of the Bible State Belt and how we do business down here? Only people might know what we're talking about is me, Ken 504, and doggone Overall 99 Media. But you'll have somebody who don't even live in the U.S. or who don't even do business or literally who doesn't even deal with our people will literally think that they actually have some kind of say or sway. You got it better with some white boy in the South. I know exactly what they're talking about. Yep, nope, I know exactly what they're talking about. Well, how did he know what y'all talking about? Man, y'all just talking about some fools. No, motherfucker. We're talking our code. We're talking our code. I can listen to women talk about certain conversations about jobs, rights, suffrage, and different other stuff. And I know when to say something and when not to say something. But you got it where every goofy motherfucker thinks that they're in on the end. There's some conversations that, yeah, you might have some weight in. But people start getting shook when all of a sudden when somebody who's actually in that line of work or doing that or walking amongst those people say, hey, so what's your put in on this? Well, why does it matter? Why does it matter? See, that's when that stuttering game start happening. That's when that deflection start happening. When they start asking for your doggone card on why you should have a voice in their doggone conversation of what they're doing. Well, you're on a panel. Listen, bro, I'm all for listen, bro. Listen, if you don't know what you're talking about, this is why nowadays I just drop people off my shows now. If you don't know, like if I'm talking with somebody from a certain diaspora and you don't know what they're talking about, maybe you're just not gifted in the conversation. Maybe you don't have the linguist tongue to speak to them. Fall back. I had a dude say, well, police the police. And I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is that we need to go out there and go do some actual boots on ground, either we can do our own security. And no. If you do security, you're doing the job for the white man. And I'm like, nigga, what? Wait a second. You just said police to police. The solution was let's go out there and do security for our own people, and that's the white man. Now, I need to know what kind of nigga Power Ranger are you? Because clearly you're not providing any type of source of how we need to do our job. Now, granted, you're never going to be out there. You're never going to put on the best. You're never going to actually go out there and walk the line. You're never actually going to deal with belligerent drunks, women, men, sometimes children. You're never going to go out there. What you want to do is just say, hey, Wakanda forever. And you'll have people say, man, if you don't get your goofy ass the fuck out of here. Right. No, and see, that's respect. Like, listen, bro. Just like he's like, I'll never tell B.M.T how to do security. Just like most can't tell me how to build something I learned from one of the best. And see, that's the thing about it, bro. That's the thing about it. If you're not privy to that lane, fall back. Let the professionals do their job. I've been an instructor. I did a part-time job as a school teacher, right? But I'm not a teacher. But I don't have a problem listening to a school teacher like Brother Art Style. I have people here who are actually licensed clinical therapists, counselors. You got goofy motherfuckers because they're Google scholarships or degrees. They could tell the people who actually did the time and grade and work how to do their fucking job. And I'm like, man, if you goofy motherfuckers don't shut the fuck up, like holy Jesus Christ. Hey, we can look it up on Google, right? Right? We can look it up here on Google, right? No, motherfucker. Some shit ain't out there on the goddamn script. I could take y'all out here and show y'all certain stuff from land, property, from goddamn gardening and different other stuff. And I could promise you'll never find any of that shit on Google. The best secrets aren't even online. The best knowledge, you got to actually go out there and get said experience. How do I know this? Because I work with people who are electricians, carpenters, masons, who are in their craft. Exactly, Bronze Bird. See, there's a thing about it, and I want to show y'all something. See, there's a thing about it in the medical field, right? Where they actually take you out from the classroom and they actually have you start to shadow the professional, the doctor, right? Because I go to the VA and they'll have you shadow the doctor and they'll start showing you stuff. Oh, so let me show you this patient's ear. Let me show you this person. Let me show you their leg. Oh my God. Like, wait, but don't we do this? No. What you do is this, and how you would handle it is that. And sometimes you have to do this. Now, the student will be like, wait a second, that has to be in the book. And the doctor will smile and say, listen, I watched the doctor say, listen, I'm teaching you the formal way, but I'm also going to teach you another way of how you need to look at solving the problem. I'm going to teach you a way of how you need to solve the problem. I remember when I started out, usually, let me grab that. Usually it's like that with job shadowing. So you just get a rough idea on how things go. And see, that's the thing about it, that when I hear people talk about how certain diasporas of the community should be run, or how policies. Well, the laws say that it goes down like this and that. And I'm like, well, motherfucker, just because the laws say that, do you think that that's how that community is running? Yes, yes, white supremacy is. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Past that stop sign, that talking point dies. Past that stop sign, nobody's gonna listen to none of your jargon shit. You walking up to a man wearing blue jeans and a blue cap. Like I heard this one dude saying that he was saying Paru. And I said, you know, if he would have said that in the proper area, you'd be dead right now. You'd be dead right now. And he said, he said, who going to check me? Okay. let me, I just got to drop you in the right area where that's their law. I try to tell, see, I know that some people found it crazy. B.M.T, you just let a white boy say the N-word and you didn't check him? I'm like, dude, I'm not sure if you understand how America works. You got to where some white boys got more of a black card than black dudes. And you got to where some black dudes, they more pasty white than goddamn Carlton. Nah, B.M.T, you got to stop them. You got to say something. Dude, I don't know what TV shows that you've been watching. But we're in a mixed blended world where these people don't give a fuck what you think. Exactly. Like, listen, dude, you thinking you're gonna check that dude about what he says? You think you're gonna check him about what he says in his area? I don't give a damn who you think you are. That's your ass. Oh, B.M.T, you worry about your life. No, I understand the layout of the land. Even certain groups or entities understand that. I was a whole decked down military soldier. But guess what? When I was in certain areas, I knew how to play my lane. We understood that I didn't see nobody freaking out. I didn't hear nobody freaking out about the movie White Chicks. Oh, y'all forgot that movie White Chicks. That was a hot celebrity banger. I didn't see nobody freaking out for Tropic Thunder when doggone Robert De Niro played blackface. It was a fucking hilarious movie. I'm not sure if y'all ever seen New York Undercover. That was a fucking amazing show. Had a white Latino and they had a black bald dude and some white hard as nails goddamn police chief. And damn sure I know they were dropping a whole shit ton of N-bombs on that goddamn show. Shit. Ain't nobody was freaking the fuck out then. Ooh, LaQuasia. Listen, bro. Like, good luck stealing Robert De Niro's black card. Black people love Robert De Niro. He's a fucking national treasure. When I can tell you right now, we're not giving up Robert De Niro. We're not giving up Eminem. So motherfuckers gonna have to be in their fee-fees about them motherfuckers. I can promise you. As much as y'all want to talk about 50 Cent, go ahead. I can promise you 50 Cent don't got no problem with Eminem if he even said the N-word. Listen, man, the world is very interesting. The world is very interesting. What does the black community have to benefit off of a white man saying the N-word? Then I need y'all to go cancel Drake. Y'all need to go cancel Drake. Go cancel Drake. Go cancel all your favorite rappers. Because the sad point about it is, if you don't think there's not a bunch of little white boys writing their lyrics, yes, there are a bunch of little white boys, and you can go ahead and look it up, that write these rappers' lyrics. No. Say, ride, my nigga. I'ma die, my nigga. Oh, you thought those rappers be writing them lyrics? Oh, no, they don't write them lyrics. They don't have time for that. All they have time to do is go on the road and put up the appearance. There's very few in between that actually write their lyrics anymore. Very few. They got writers that do it. You think you're going to tell them, hey, man, don't write that in your lyrics? No, they're going to write that shit in there regardless. You don't think Kim don't be calling Kanye a nigga? You out of your fucking mind. And black girls love Kim. They love them some Kim. I don't see. I damn sure haven't seen y'all cancel B.E.T. Maybe we're gonna have to do a conversation about that N-word sometime. Maybe I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but maybe I need to go have that conversation because you know it's funny. But I would hear Umar Johnson talk about racism, but he doesn't mind going on the Breakfast Club. I never understood it. Ray J need to learn how to sing. Ray J need to learn how to sing. Ray J having mental breakdowns and shit and dyeing his hair Super Saiyan yellow. Jay-Z, listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. Jay-Z got more. Jay-Z don't even sit with niggas anymore. Jay-Z doesn't even sit with niggas anymore. Jay-Z sits with Robert F. Kraft. Jay-Z sits with motherfuckers that are literally that own Bel Air. You think so let me know when y'all black men are gonna start running up on the Ghetto Gagger set. Let me know when y'all gonna start running up on the Ghetto Gagger set with them and pick and start grabbing them girls and pulling them off them sets. Since y'all the warriors of virtue, but y'all ain't had no problem with some dating coaches that are non-black. Y'all don't have no problem with them. See, it's always a pick and choose of when you want to be selectively angry. That's why I say this space is goofy. This space is goofy. I talked to you know who I've been having conversation with. I've been having a conversation with Aunt Jenny. Oh yeah, guess who? Yeah, see over on that panel that I go on, Aunt Jenny goes on there. You know Aunt Jenny, the one who defends Pearl. Now they'll get mad at me about the white boy, but they're not mad about Pearl. Fuck out of here. Y'all can shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, Brownsburg. See, I'm in a whole nother space. I don't know. I don't know if I can take you over there, man. I don't know if I can take you over there. That. Yeah, I done sat on the panel with Aunt Jenny, and also I sat on the panel. I actually go to panels where I have conversations with Pearl's recruiters. Nah. Ron Bird now wants to fly the coop. No, man, you got it here, man. You're here. You got your big J's and you got your that lady. You got them. You got them. I done gone abroad now. I gone international. I can tell y'all where I listen, bro. I got the receipts of me going over there debating them. 3-on-1, 4-on-1. I can do it. Like I said, I've been over there. Hang on, let me open up the panel for that. Like I said, but see, like I said, I done already been over there and had those I'm having those conversations. I'm having those doggone things. See, all right, but the thing about it is, they're kind of on that pro Wakanda forever shit. And see, I can tell you right now, UK niggas, they're funny. They're very funny. Some of them, but I understand it's from a lens of they don't know. It's just like when you get with some people jump on the panel and you'll say certain stuff, they're like, Russell is a simp. But then I can promise you, some of your favorite content creators, if they could sit down and go with Russell, they would go do that. Yeah, you know what? To them, that is their god. That is their god. You know what? Honestly, I don't. You know what? I get it. Listen, the white woman remained undefeated. The white Karen remained undefeated. That's y'all. That's these men's choices. She can do no wrong. She got unwedded bed wenches that defend her. She has unbedwetted defense force, and she got simps that will kiss and lick her goddamn longevity Wolverine claw toes and shit. But then they'll start talking pro-black shit the next breath. Yeah. Stop talking about Pearl. But you know what? We got to deal with this white supremacy. And I'm like, nigga, if you don't shut your goofy ass up. Yeah, like, I can't with these motherfuckers, bro. I can't. I can't with them. I can't. Oh, you've been like I said. Hang on. Let me see if I can grab. Let me grab the channel. Uh-huh. There you go. 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 Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now. You go over to the UK. You better go over there like goddamn ass catch 'em. Get ready to go. Get ready to go fight them all. You better get ready. You know you're gonna have to just be able to have all the talking points put together. You know what I'm saying, you know, y'all better have all y'all shit put together, bro. Because they listen. They gonna ask you all kind of stupid. They gonna ask you all kind of stupid shit. They gonna just be. They gonna ask you all kind of shit. And when you're trying to explain to them, certain stuff, not saying they're dumb. There are some cool people over there. Uh-oh. Thanks. Show Nation Worldwide. Like I said, I like going over there. Okay. What's going on? Did I miss out on anything?
He said, I said, they better turn that car off so I'm gonna take it.
Oh shit.
No idea what's going on.
Is there a disturbance of the peace?
I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear anything. But they were here when we got home, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were here for a minute.
Mm.
So I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I've been home for like an hour.
And they just chill here
They've just been sitting here.
in their cars?
They're not in it.
What I'm thinking is that
They're not in their car.
HOA,
Yeah, so.
they out here parked for our driveway.
Shit.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right, y'all be cool. No, like I said, like for me, like no, I like listen, bro. I enjoy Jedi. I told him, like I said, listen, bro. I'm gonna bring the other portion of Black YouTube over there to them. I'm gonna bring the other portion because see, then when you actually start dealing. When you start dealing with, I think the thing about it is, I want to make sure you have the appropriate conversation. If you're going to have a conversation about a certain pertained group, like I can say what I think or infer about blacks in the UK, but if I've never been over there, you know, like it's going to be a different ball game. See, I want to open up the Stargate. I want to open up the Stargate so that way, you know, we can have them conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I tell people like, hey, well, B.M.T, you know, you need to check, in the black community. I'm like, hold on, dude, which black community are you talking about? What do you mean the black community? You know, the U.S. You know, I got family in the U.S. I said, hold on, no. What black community, dude? Because you can't just run up in any old community and think you can G-check them, bro. That will be the end of you before the end of that week. You won't make the gauntlet. You're not about to run up in a Haitian predominant community and think you're going to start delivering the Captain Planet tier ethos. You're not about to run through a bunch of Samoans in Hawaii and tell them, hey, you better not say the N-word. No. Listen. Like I said, I don't got listen, bro. They're not bad. I don't ever think they're bad. I'm like this because see, I don't mind going over there as a Black American. I go over there as a Black American, and I understand that. Hey, listen, the thoughts process of what you think you're going to say or how you're going to dictate a conversation that you have no set experience. Somebody told me, hey, well, I went over to America, but I have family over there to go visit. Bro, that doesn't mean you're part of those communities. Listen, a Jamaican American can go to Jamaica and literally those Jamaicans are like, hold on, bro, you're American. You're not Jamaican. They'll let them know. If anybody don't know that, you better go ask some Jamaican. Let an American who has Jamaican heritage say, I'm going over there to Jamaica. We're talking about the one right here. Listen, I'm just a cartoon character. I'll be that. I'll be that. I was told that I am a bully. I'm told that I'm keeping a certain woman hostage. I have to. I have to protect her from certain tyrannical abuse. She doesn't know she's being abused. So that's why. She's too young and naive. But, damn. Even if you were born and raised in Jamaica, after you been in the West too long, that's it. You're not yardie anymore. They consider you from foreign. I've heard that. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've actually witnessed that. Like I've witnessed, um, like I witnessed a good friend of mine when I lived down in Florida. His dad would come from Jamaica, and he was like, "Daddy, I'm Jamaican too." Like, what are you talking about? And his brother, who is from Jamaica, who came up there, he said, "No, you're not. You're not like us. I Jamaican. I Jamaican. I real boy." And he looked at him like, "Bro, like, hey, bro, those fighting words." He said, "No, bro. Like my stomping ground, you ain't out there with us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out there fighting. You ain't out there fighting the political system. You out here comfortable in your nice house with your nice car. You got your four wheelers and all your stuff." And he said, "Well, he's just jealous. He's just jealous." But no, he's speaking from his point of view. Both of them have the same father, but he's saying, "Hold up, bro. I'm actually in that environment. You know of that environment from what you see or what you may visit, but yet you're not there 10 toes down in it. You're not 10 toes down in it. When things get rocky, you can go home. You can go home. When things get rocky for me, I'm here." And when I asked him respectfully on that panel, I said, "Yo, bro, when things get rocky in my city, are you going to be here?" Some of them dudes started laughing, thinking that was funny. I'm like, "Bro, you see, you're not here. You're not going to be here when certain things happen in the U.S. You're not going to be here in our communities. You're not going to be here in our society. You're not going to be here for our children. You're not going to be here for our women. You're not going to be here when it comes time for shit to get rough. You're going to be safe and sound on your island on the pond, and sharing up the same way, vice versa. I'm not over there with Meghan Markle. I'm not over there with no fucking crown. That's crazy that people telling me about certain type of racist injustice. I don't see y'all saying shit about the crown who conquered and did her atrocities over there to Africa. Let's talk about that. If you're gonna bring up my shit, make sure y'all can bring up y'all shit too. Since y'all want to talk about white supremacy in the U.S., guess what? Make sure you address that of the crown. Because what the crown did to the world was way more longer lasting than what America did. Last time I checked, we're the baby of that area. But see, y'all rather talk about America. Nah, buddy. Nah, buddy. I know I can read very well. God save the queen. Well, fuck that old white bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't subscribe. I didn't give a fuck. Some people don't like me saying that. That's on you. I didn't care about that motherfucker dying. I didn't see none of them say anything when they banned. I didn't see none of them say anything when Louis Farrakhan got banned out of fucking goddamn the UK. I didn't hear nobody say this shit about that. They were more like, well, Farrakhan does a lot of radical shit. I ain't hear nobody say anything about that. But it's all cool. It's all cool. Like I said, hey, Trump just got they found Trump guilty. I respect, like, here's the thing about it. You can't think you're gonna tell another man how he needs to operate in his backyard. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. You can't think you're gonna tell another man how he needs to operate in his backyard, bro. It's not gonna work out like that. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You out of pocket. You out of code. The fact you got people thinking that they can do that shit, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You think you have a say on that, bro? Like you don't. You don't. I don't have a say on what goes on in Canada. I don't have a say what goes on in the UK. I don't have a say what goes on in no backyard or neighborhood or suburb or hood that I'm not in. If I ain't there, shit, I'm just a guest. And I need to know my place. That's all I am. I'm just a guest. Know my place, know my lane. Hey, I had a friend that came over to my house one time when I was a kid. My mama said something. And he said, well, that's not right. Hey, you shouldn't say that. My mom stopped saying what she was saying, right? She said, who's this person? And step forward. Little B.M.T, this your guess? I said, yes, ma'am. Get him out my house. And don't you ever bring this person back to my house ever again. But I just get out my house. Get out. And that boy was shook. That boy was shook. And, you know, when we were riding to my aunt's house, and I said, Mom, she said, let me let you understand this. No outsider should or will ever have a voice in our home. In our home. The minute you start letting them have a voice in your home, you're going to have problems. You okay? You know what happened? Guess what? I took that lesson to heart. I took that lesson to heart. As such. So, I'll see y'all guys later. Let me know if y'all want me to talk about something else. You know how to reach me. Peace.